So last day we had seen the two types of account, personal account and nominal account. Personal account and nominal account. Okay. So what is the rule of personal account? Anach, what is the rule of personal account?
So debit the receiver and credit
Debit the receiver
the giver.
and credit the giver. Next, what is the rule of nominal account? What is the rule of nominal account? Shubham Pal. Rule of nominal account. Unmute. What we have to debit and what we have to credit. Don't know. Aparna. Rule
So
of nominal account.
debit all the expenses and loss and credit all the incomes and gains.
Yes, debit all the expenses and losses and credit all the incomes and gains. So you have to study perfectly. Shubham. Because it is a base journal. So if you don't know account equation, no problem. But if you don't know journal means it will affect your future. Okay. So from coming chapter, we are depending the journal. So without the journal, we can't do any thing in other chapter. Okay. Future also. So I will ask a journal and read. Cash received from Siddhant. What is journal? Cash received from Siddhant. Anjo. Siddharth. Cash received from Siddharth. Journal entry.
Cash debit account debit to
Cash account debtor to Siddharth. Okay. Cash account debtor to Siddharth. Tomlin. Paid cash to Mohan. Paid cash to Mohan.
Sir, Mohan account.
Correct.
To
Mohan
cash.
account debtor to cash account. Next, Basil. Cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited into bank.
Sir, bank account debtor
To
cash account.
yes, bank account debtor to cash account. Next, Anila. Cash withdrawn from bank. Cash withdrawn from bank.
Cash account debtor to
Yes, cash account debtor to bank account.
bank account.
Next, I taught then 1 minute that Femina started business with the cash. Femina started business with the cash. Sharath, what is journal? Femina started business with the cash.
I don't know, sir.
Hanna. Femina started business with the cash. Cash account debtor to Femina's capital. Okay. Starting time, if they invest any amount in the business, that is known as capital. So capital is a personal account. Okay. Next, Anat. Withdrew cash for personal use. Withdrew cash for personal use.
Drawings account.
Very good. Drawings account debtor to cash account. Very good. Next, Aditya. Withdrew cash from bank for personal use. Withdrew cash from bank for personal use. From bank. Drawings account debtor to cash or bank? No.
Cash.
Withdrew cash from bank. So bank. So I think that I told now withdrew goods for personal use. I told withdrew goods for personal use. No. So there you have to write in that personal account withdrew goods for personal use, entry will be drawings account debtor to purchase. Okay, from goods only we are giving, from purchase only we are giving, they are taking goods. So entry will be, so write in the personal account, you write in the personal account one entry, it's withdrew goods for personal use, withdrew goods for personal use, withdrew goods for personal use, rupees, suppose 5,000. Entry will be drawings, account debit to, so instead of cash here goods only withdrawn, so instead of goods we have to write, if you write goods also no problem, so normally we are writing if you purchase goods, purchase account we are writing. So if goods withdrawn means purchase amount will decrease. One thing you have to remember, if you purchase debit, if we are taking any amount from purchase will be credit. That you will study modern rule, purchase account. Okay, so one thing you have to remember, instead of cash you have to write purchase. Okay, withdrew goods for personal use, drawings accounted to purchase account, drawings accounted to purchase account. Okay, so these are the item. So then I said taught the rule of nominal account. Nominal account includes all the items of expenses and losses and all incomes and gains. What is the rule? Debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. That is the rule of nominal account. Then we did two questions. What are the two questions we did, Anat? The question you read, what are the head? Salary, which one?
Paid salary rupees.
Paid salary, then next
Received commission.
only that. Okay, so next third one writes paid rent, paid rent rupees 2,000, paid rent rupees 2,000. Aparna, what is salary? Paid rent.
The rent account debtor to cash.
Yes, rent account debtor to cash
The
account.
rent account
Okay, rent account debtor
debtor
to
to
cash account. So rent is expenses because we paid. So entry will be expense is debit. Rent account debtor. Then one thing I said, if cash is received, cash debit. If cash is given, cash credit. So rent account debit, account debit to cash account, to cash account. Okay, rent account to cash account. Next, received interest, received interest rupees 500, received interest rupees 500, received interest rupees 500. Received interest, journal entry, Femina, whether it is expense or income, received.
Expense.
Received, you got, then income. Okay, if you are received means it is income. So income means whether debit or credit, Femina, income. Nominal account, what is the rule? Debit all expenses, credit all incomes. So income, debit or credit, Femina?
Credit, sir.
Credit. So entry will be, then we will get cash. Through cash only we are receiving. So cash account debit to interest account. Cash account debtor to interest account. Received interest, cash account to interest. Next, paid sundry expenses. Paid sundry expenses. Rupees 300. Paid sundry expense rupees 300. So what is the entry, Irfan? Paid sundry expenses. Hadi, turn on your video. Paid sundry expenses. What is the entry? Debit will be Anjo, what is the entry? Paid sundry expenses. Debit will be what? Cash or sundry expenses. Paid sundry expenses. Cash or sundry expense. Debit will be Karthik.
Sundry expense.
Yes, sundry expense. Very good. So entry will be sundry expenses account debit to cash account. Cash account 300. Okay. Next, received dividend. Received dividend. Received. Next question. Received dividend. Received dividend. Shubhambal, what is the entry? Received dividend. Rupees 500. Debit will be Shubham.
500.
That is, I understood 500 only amount. Journal entry I am asking. Debit will be received dividend.
Cash account.
Yes, cash account at to received dividend. Cash account at to dividend
Debit.
account. Okay, cash account at to dividend account. Okay, so I think that now you understood a nominal account. Okay, paid means expense. Nothing they mentioned means that is expense only. Okay, received means that is income. Okay, interest on investment means income or expense. Interest on investment. Anyone? Interest on investment. Suppose if you invested an amount in the bank, then after that if you get an interest, that is your income or expense. Income. Okay, then interest on loan, expense. Okay, interest on loan, expense. Interest on investment, income. That you have to think. So our rule of debit and credit is over. Okay, so if you know the three types of account, then it will be easy to pass journal entry for any transactions you can do. So one more method I said, modern method also there. Now also that we have to look that also. Okay, that also it will use. Look, debit and credit. It is a modern rule. Asset increase, debit. Asset increase, debit. Debit what comes in? Okay? Asset increase, debit. Asset decrease, credit. Okay, asset increase, if any asset increase, that is debit. If asset decrease, that is credit. Then liability opposite. Liability decrease, debit. Liability increase, credit. One thing you have to remember first, asset increase, debit. Okay, asset increase, debit. Asset decrease, credit. Okay, asset increase, debit. Asset decrease, credit. Then liability opposite. Liability opposite means liability increase, credit. Liability decrease, debit. Okay, so if you know the golden rules, no need to, only you have to understand the concept. Asset increase, so whenever we are preparing the ledger, it will be used. Asset increase, debit. Asset decrease, credit. Then liability and capital same only. Liability increase, opposite of asset. Liability, capital increase, credit. You look at that, started business with the cash. That is capital. Capital every time credit, you know. Capital credit, cash accounted to capital. That is increase in the capital, credit. Okay, suppose purchased goods from Ram. Ram will be what? Ram is our liability, creditor. So debit or credit we are writing. If it is increase in liability, purchase accounted to that person, Ram, credit. Okay, suppose cash paid to Ram. So our liability will decrease. Cash paid to Ram. Entry will be what? Ram accounted to cash account. Cash paid to Ram. So debit, Ram. Clear? Clear, no? Asset increase, debit. Suppose purchase furniture. Asset increase, debit. Furniture, debit. Sold furniture. That furniture is cash account to furniture. Furniture, credit. Okay? Furniture, debit. If it asset increase, then furniture, credit. Okay? Liability means creditor. Look, purchased goods from Ram. Creditor. Credit we will do, Ram. If example, cash paid to Ram, we will debit. Okay, same like that one. Capital also that. Okay, so started a business with the cash. Okay, started a business with the cash. Capital increase, so credit. Next, income expenses. Already we know. Expenses, first last, you look at expenses and losses. Debit. Increase, debit. Understand? Then expense and losses decrease, credit. That normally it won't come. This one, expenses and losses increase, debit. Then income and revenue increase, credit. Okay? Then opposite, decrease means, expense decrease means, losses decrease means credit. Then income or revenue decrease means debit. Okay? That is a modern rule. Okay? American approach. Rule of debit and credit. Asset. What is asset rule? Asset increase. Thing is asset increase, debit. Asset debit. You have to think. Asset debit. If you write asset debit. Liability credit. Asset debit. Then it will be easy. Assets, debit. So sometimes I will ask whether asset is debit balance or credit balance. That you have to tell debit balance. Then liabilities, credit balance. capital, capital, credit. Then expenses and losses, expenses and losses, debit. Then incomes and gains, incomes and gains, credit. Okay. This you have to remember. Okay. Asset debit, liability capital credit, expense debit, income and gains credit. Okay. So next we will start books of original entry. So we'll start the problem. Journal. Okay. So first, books of original entry. So what do you mean by books of original entry? So you look that these are the books of account in which the transactions are recorded originally from a source document. So we studied one verifiability principle. So every entry must be supported by some supporting document, some voucher, some bills, some invoices. So first, so after getting the bill, where we are recording? We are recording first in the books of original entry. Okay. After the transactions, then first, these are the books of account in which the transactions are recorded originally, are recorded first from a source document. Okay. That is books of original entry or books of prime entry, books of prime entry, prime entry. Okay, these are the books of account in which the transactions are recorded originally from a source document. Source document, already you know, the document on the base of which transactions are recorded in the books of account. That is source document. Okay, that is books of original entry. So we will study the problems. What are the types of books of original entry? So we will do this things. First, journal. So these are the books of original entry. Journal. Journal, we will prepare first cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, bills receivable, and bills payable book. Okay. So these are the books of original entry. We will study these books. Okay. So journal, cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase, sale, purchase return, sales return, bills payable, bills receivable book. These are the books of original entry. Okay. Journal, cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, bills receivable, and bills payable. Okay. Then we will start journal. Okay. So first one, journal. You look at that. Journal is a day book. Journal is a day book. Why it is a day book? That is this one. It records the daily transaction in the order in which they take place. It is a day book kept in the business wherein complete history of the transaction, complete history of the dealings of accounting nature, including debit and credit aspect is shown chronologically, systematically, order wise, systematically. Okay. That is journal. It is a day book, means it records the daily transactions. So lot of transaction takes place in a day. So first we are recording in the journal. So every companies are recording the transaction in the journal. So if you look at the journal, so we studied the journal, rule of debit and credit. So if you look the journal, we will get the complete history, debit and credit, everything we will get from journal. Which transaction it is. For example, purchased machinery account to cash account. We will on looking that journal, we will understand the complete history because we purchased machinery that we will get from journal. That is, it is the complete history of the transaction we will get, including debit and credit as per is shown chronologically. That is journal. Okay, so very important theory. Journal. What do you mean by journal? It is a day book because it records the daily transaction. Daily we have to record the journal entry. Okay, so first after any transaction, whenever any transaction takes place, first we are recording the transaction in the journal. Okay, so we will get complete history. So we said the first step in bookkeeping. So in your bookkeeping is not there. Bookkeeping means only the recording of the transaction. Bookkeeping and accounting, what is the difference? In bookkeeping, we are only recording, but analysis and interprets we are doing in accounting. Here we are recording the transaction. Okay, so the first step in bookkeeping is recording of transaction. So all the transactions are first recorded in journal. So that's why it is called books of prime entry or books of original entry. Okay, so that's why it is called books of original or prime entry, because first, whenever any transaction takes place, first we are recording in journal. Okay, that is journal. Okay, so what do you mean by journal? Journal is a day book kept in the business wherein the complete history of the transaction, including debit and credit aspect, is shown chronologically, order wise, date wise, time wise we will record. That is journal. Okay, that is journal. It is also known as books of original entry or books of prime entry. Okay, next another theory, journalizing. Journalizing means the process of recording transactions in the journal. The process of recording transactions in the journal is called journalizing. That process, if we are recording the transaction in the journal, no, it is known as journalizing. Important theory. Okay, the process of recording or act of the process of recording transactions in the journal is called journalizing. Okay, in the journal is called journalizing. Okay, so next you have to write. So we studied journal. Journal is a day book kept in the business wherein the complete history of the transactions we will get. Okay, from journal. So next you write heading steps required for journal entry. Steps required for journal entry. Okay, steps required for journal entry. So first step you write, then you will write the date of transaction. Write the date of transactions in the date column. So that I will teach how to write. Okay, so already I said the format, date column. Okay, write the date of transaction in the date column. Next, second step, in the particulars column, already we studied 4 columns are there, 5. Date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. So in the particulars column, comma, write the name of the accounts write the name of the accounts, write the name of the accounts to be debited, okay. In the particulars column we are writing the name of the account to be debited and credited, okay. Particulars column we are writing the name of the account to be debited and credited, okay. Then one thing you have to remember, the account to be debited, already we studied, the account to be debited is written first, Is it correct? So first we are writing the debit aspect. Next, then in the next line, the account to be credited is written. Account to be credited is written. So after debit, we are writing the credit, but one condition, after leaving a little space to the left. Okay, whenever we are writing the credit, after leaving little space, we are writing 2. Okay, leaving space to the left. Next, one more sentence. In order to have a link between the two accounts, debit and credit account, the word single comma DR is written at the end of first line. Okay, so first write the date of the transaction, then in the particulars column write the name of the accounts to be debited and credited. Then account to be debited is written first. Then in the second line, account to be credited is written after leaving a little space to the left. So in order to have a link between two accounts, we are using debit. Okay. Okay. Next, one thing I have to remember, so that how to write. So date column. This is the format of journal. Okay. Now you listen. This is the format of journal. Suppose 1st April 2019, we purchased goods. Suppose we think purchased goods. So what is the journal entry? Purchased goods for cash. Aparna, what is the journal entry?
Sir, goods account debit to.
Instead of goods, what I said? Purchased goods. So
Purchase account
to cash account.
Purchase
So,
account.
in the date
debit.
column, you have to write date. Then in the particulars column, you have to write debit and credit aspect. Purchase account debit, after leaving little space to the left, to cash account. Okay. Then after writing the particulars column, you have to write a brief description of a transaction. Brief description means that transaction you have to write that question being starting with B. Okay, starting with B. Purchased goods. Purchased goods. Purchased goods. For cash for cash. We are nothing. Not writing cash also no problem. Only purchased goods you write. Brief description of a transaction. It is known as narration. It is known as narration. Okay. After narration, you have to underline. Okay, that is all. Then I will write the amount. Suppose next day I will explain detail. Debit amount, debit side. Credit amount, debit side. No need to draw the line. That I will. Okay, teach the next class. So write the steps in the steps for journal. Okay, the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.